My neighbor kept leaving notes on my door, but he's been dead for months. I first noticed the note on a Tuesday morning, the kind of morning where you're already late, running on cold coffee and 3 hours of sleep. The paper was wedged perfectly between my door and the frame, folded neatly, almost politely. Please keep the noise down at night. People are trying to rest. Apt. 3B. I stared at it for a second, confused. I live alone. I don't throw parties. I don't even play music loud enough for someone to complain. Still, I shrugged it off. Maybe I dropped something at night. Maybe the pipes were loud. Whatever. I crumpled it into my pocket and left for work. By Thursday, another note appeared. It's getting worse. Stop dragging things across the floor at 2 a.m. 3B. That was weirder. I hadn't moved anything at night. Hell, I hadn't been awake at 2 a.m. any night that week. But again, I brushed it off, because the alternative was thinking too hard about it, and I didn't have the mental capacity for that. The third note arrived on Saturday morning, and this time I actually felt annoyed. This is the last warning. Don't make me come over. I stood there staring at the handwriting. Sharp, clean, very intentional. Almost like someone practiced the letters over and over. I marched straight to apartment 3B. I knocked, hard. No answer. I knocked again. Still nothing. At this point, I was frustrated enough to go downstairs to the leasing office. The building manager, Leon, looked up from his screen when I walked in. Hey, quick question. The guy in 3B, is he home? He's been leaving notes on my door. Leon's expression shifted. Not confused, not annoyed, something else, something unreadable. There's no one in 3B, he said. What? That unit's been empty since, well, for a few months now. I blinked. No, look, he's been leaving notes, 3 of them, complaining about noise. Leon's jaw tightened in a weird way, the kind where someone knows more than they want to say. Whoever left those notes, he said slowly, it wasn't the tenant. Why not? He sighed. Because the last guy in 3B passed away, about 6 months ago. My stomach dropped, slow, heavy, cold. I wanted to argue, tell him he was wrong, that someone definitely lived there, that someone was definitely angry about noise that wasn't even happening. Instead, all I managed was a quiet, oh. Leon looked at me like he wanted to add something, but didn't. And honestly, I didn't want to hear it. I went back upstairs feeling like someone had poured ice water down my spine. That night, I did something I'd never done before. I locked my bedroom door. Not because I believed in ghosts, I didn't, but because something was off, and humans were scarier than anything else. At around 3:11 a.m., I woke up to a soft shuffling sound just outside my apartment door. Light, subtle, paper brushing against wood. My heart hammered. I grabbed the nearest thing I could use as a weapon, my lamp, and crept to the peephole. No one was there, but there was something new, another note tucked neatly in the doorframe. I opened the door as fast as I could. The hallway was empty.